All right, 1 second. Bear with me a second. Oh, it's okay. I've got water here. All right. Good afternoon, team. It's only going to be a short one, this one. Um, I just thought I'd log in, see what happens as we're coming into the end of the week. And I actually really like where we are right now. I like this area a lot. Hi, Dan. Just let me know, can you hear me on YouTube today? I'm going to buy live, um, I reckon. Du-du-du-du-du-du. Gandalf, yes, you can hear me. Lovely. Okay. I just need to check something quickly. Where are we? Not that one, not that one. Where are we? There we go. Right. Mm, refresh. Okay, yeah. So data, hi, sweet as honey. Good afternoon, Manhunter. Good afternoon. Okay, so look, obviously the big news that we're waiting for today is not going to come out. I'm going to buy live at market right now on gold. So let's just go to gold. I'll show you. I've literally just gone live at the market. Right, why is it not changing YouTube? I'll change YouTube TV. There we go. So we're just there you go. You can see. So TP. Oh, sorry guys. Literally 8 pips up. Let's get what's going on? Why did we not get? Let's get break even. So 10 pips, 12, 13, should be 15 TP1. Come on. Where's that one and a, oh, you. So we didn't get our 15 pips. It was very close, but it came within half a pip of TP1. Now, if you are trading 10 pips, you'll have just got your TP1 there, guys. Um, why is that not, why did that not close? Ah, there we go. So TP1 just done. Let me know if you got it, guys. Did you get TP1? All right, it's running. Uh, let's stick in 30 pips. I might have just missed it while I was just trying to do something. No, I don't think it would have closed. So, hi, yeah, TP1, well done, team. Let's see if we can hit a TP2 and then let it go. One thing we do have is if we can hold up in this area, we've got what, 3 minutes for the 15-minute candle to close. So if you did miss it, don't worry. There's another opportunity as another breakout trader. Maggie, good afternoon. Bulls and Bears, good afternoon. Mr. Buckley, good afternoon. Are we still in Miami or have we got back? Erwan, good afternoon. Um, let's see. We've got 3 minutes. 3 minutes for the 15-minute. Jazz, TP1. Peter Cole, TP1. Well done, team. Still in Miami. Ah, well, we've definitely got the wet season here right now. It's bloody awful here in the UK. John Boyle, BTC, John Boy, BTC. Good afternoon. Pino, good afternoon. Um, yeah, so we've scaled half out at 15 pips, so pretty much where we are right now. We got close to our 30 pip TP2. Didn't close out. probably spreads missed the closing out. Chanel, or is it Chanel? I can't tell. Chanel or Chanel, aka I can't see. Writing's too small for my eyesight. Tint Hoot Qua, good afternoon. So, price action trading, guys, if you are here, I'll explain what I was looking at Friday. It was just this level here. So, this level, I'll go over it on TradingView, but this is where I'll happily trade impulse entries or momentum entries, whatever you want to call it, as COMEX is opening. I'd already taken one trade through here earlier, break-even trade, looking for it to pop these highs, which it did, but then just didn't follow through. And then this one, I saw it move. I waited for the 5-minute candle to close, and then it was just flickering around the entry price point that I wanted to get in. I bought live at 15 pips. We took half off. At 10 pips, we moved our stops to break even. Slinky Dog, good afternoon. Mr. Classic 681, good afternoon. Making cash online with ammo, good afternoon. Is that right? Making cash online with ammo, yeah. So let's see if we can hit TP2. Only got 3 pips to go now. And then we'll just try and run it as far as we can go because there's about, from here, about another $25 worth of clear space. There we go. Right, so I'm not going to do anything now with, so if we have a look at the clear space. Based off the hourly, we've got all that room. We're talking $14 worth. If we jump it to the 30, we got $22.50 worth. So lots of room. Fuse Picks, good afternoon. Simply M, good afternoon. Thank you for joining us. If this is your first time, just let me know. How many of you how many is this your first time to this live stream? If it is, welcome. But just let me know. First time or you've been multiple times. So just type in first or regular. Dalton Derricks, good afternoon. No way, good afternoon. So let me know, is this your first time, guys, or have you been loads of times? And whereabouts are you registering from? Now, Forex Trader, Sonny B, Philly, Shira. Okay, guys, listen, we've got some really new kind of exciting. Okay, so whereabouts are you logging in from, guys? UK, US, Caribbean, Africa, Asia, Australasia? Whereabouts are you logging in from? Europe? Let me know. Scandinavia? Come on, let me know where you're registering from. And hey, oh no, it's not. Undercover, good afternoon. Where is my stop loss? At my entry price, here. So can't lose anything. We've scaled out twice. So if I just move it up a little bit, you'll see profit. So stop loss is at entry price. So we scaled out at 15 pips, scaled out, yeah, break even, and scaled out at 30 pips. So we're just, so we've got 25% of the original position running. We're just going to see how far it can go. Now, I do warn you guys, today, I know it's going to be a shorter session. I will be checking out rainy Liverpool. Enjoy, sir. I will be checking out about 25 past 2, 20 past 2. So wherever this trade is by that point, I'm just going to close it off. We know it can't be in a loss because we've already secured some nice profits. So now it's just a matter of, right, let's see how far we can let it go. Anyone, do you have some funded? I don't. We use a company called Instant FX Capital. A lot of my members have had some really good payouts from there. Um, I think last month, Brandon had a 4K payout. Jay had two payouts, 1600 and a 3200. So Jay had 4800 payout. In fact, Brandon had two 4000 payouts. So yeah, it's members have been getting some big ones. Taj had $8,000 or $8,800. Um, yeah, so members have been hitting some big numbers. And then people that come in here, they're using multiple different funded programs. Uh, Taj, he's had two times. You had a, I know you had an $800, and I know you had an 8,800. Did you have two 8,800s? By the way, guys, Taj is on YouTube right now, so if you want to check him out, he's over there. Uh, I got a second. Oh, awesome, buddy. He's had a second one for 8.5K. I think. And by the way, Taj, do you mind me speaking openly about you online or not? Okay, so guys, I'm going to tell you something about Taj. So Taj, I'm going to have to go back through my messages, but I reckon it was about a year ago, maybe a little bit longer. He was about to he was about to pack it in. He'd had enough. Tried all sorts, not working. Took some time out, went away, went over to South India, see some family and that, and then came back, got back into it again, took some time out, and then he's come back this time and he's absolutely smashing it. I tell you one thing, I bet you any money, and he's got a good job as well. He's got a good job. I bet you he's taking more cash out of trading than his job. He, I mean, that is 17. You've probably had about 18, 20K payout in the last 5, 6 weeks. Then, based on those numbers, take a serious job to get you that kind of cash. So, take my hat off to Taj. Well done, mate. Um, it just shows never stop, never stop. Keep going. What concept you have? Just price action, mate. I'm not going to pretend that I've rewritten the record books and created something completely new. I just have a very simple way of doing things, and it just makes it easy for people to be consistent. The downside that people will have is it doesn't matter how simple you make trading or how simple you make a concept, that trying to control your emotions and trying to control the way that you react in times of uncertainty and when you're in, let's say, desperate need. I mean, listen, everyone's maybe struggling for a bit of cash these days. Everyone wants more, right? So the more you want, the more you're going to do maybe silly things to try and get it. So all I'd say is just focus on the process. And I think, I mean, don't quote me, but I'm going to guesstimate that the more Taj focused on the process and stopped thinking about the money, the more money he's probably been making from trading. Would that be fair to say, Taj? So, let's okay, so looking at this now, if we get a pullback into here, yes, it means I'll get stopped out on my remaining 25% of the position. But TP, there's no extended TP in this. I can put one, I'll just drag it up now, but I'm just gonna manage. Let me have a look. There, I just put it there. So now I'm not going to do anything with the target. I'm not going to scale out anymore. I'm just going to manage based on price action. So stop loss is just above my entry price. So you should be able to see the stop loss down here. Can you see it? It's 3867.9. But we've scaled out twice. We're just letting it run now, hopefully. It'd be nice to let it run. Dean, good afternoon. What's everyone up to this weekend, right? I'm just gonna have a look at what's going on with the NASDAQ while okay, so NASDAQ setting up okay, so 15-minute. Okay, once we, yep, okay, so what I'm going to do, move it up underneath here. So I'm going to keep trailing the 15-minute candles based on the 15-minute candle creating a bottom wick and then breaking the previous candle's high. If it goes up straight away, I'm going to leave it alone. I'm going to wait for it to create a bottom wick. As it creates a bottom wick and then breaks the highs, I'm going to trail the stop. Does that make sense, guys? If that makes sense, just hit some likes or say yes in the chat. Oh, I just realized I don't usually like seeing profits. So that's rushing today. Okay, fantastic. So that makes clear sense to everyone. Now, if we're buying, you in a trade on NQ? No, I'm not, but it is potentially going to set up on an hourly if we have a buyer candle. This will set up for a BPC setup. So if we get a bullish candle close, either this candle or the next candle, it doesn't matter. Ideally the next candle, because then we're going to have outside bearish candle, downrange bearish candle, downrange bearish candle. Then if we get a downrange bullish candle, that'll be my cue for a buy setup, BPC, and then we'll look to go long. So look, this is what where is it? Have I closed them down? No, they should be here. So this is what we're going to look for. If you can see that, guys, let me know if you can see that. BPC setup is what we look for. Bullish candle close. Wait for the wick down. Buy the high. Target into previous structure and take the majority of the position off and leave a little bit to run. Okay, let's go back to our trade and see if it can continue to push higher. So this is the nice bit, right? There's no stress here. There's no point worrying about profit. There's no point worrying about loss. Why? Because no matter what, we're going to bank some more profit. We've scaled out twice. Now we're just waiting for the market to unravel and unfold in the way that we want it. So we're looking for the market to, this candle to close in 4 minutes, and then we can start to manage the trade on the next 15-minute candle. Yeah. Join the live through a shared invite. Hey Patrick, how we doing? Now, okay, let's keep popping. Who's still in the trade? Let me know if you're still in the trade. If you're still in the trade, say yes or hit some likes. Nice one, Dave. I get you, Will. I'm even. Saeed, I don't read the messages on the chat. Um, you don't read the messages. I'm not sure. Well done, Dave. Anyone else? Let me know if you're in this trade. If you are, fantastic. Now, I'm going to be start. Oh, okay, no worries. Sorry. Yeah, no, I was just a bit late today. So there's going to be something really cool starting, and I don't know if it's going to be next week or the week after, but I'm going to start a competition. Okay, and we're going to be giving away a funded account. It's going to be a trading competition. It's going to be like, I don't know, 10, 15 quid to enter. And whoever makes the most amount of capital. But there will be a trade size limit, so you can't just go gung ho and do it. And I'm going to do one every week. I think every week or at least once a month. Okay, so it's going to be really good for testing your resolve, and it's going to be a great way and a cheap way for you to get some capital based on performance. Okay, so yeah, it's going to be a really, really cheap way to get involved, test your skills, and once you've finished, let's say, on your real accounts or your prop accounts, it's going to be a great little way for you to just continue to fine hone your skills and potentially have a really good outcome at the end of it. Okay, there'll be leaderboards, there'll be some big shout outs. I'll give away some memberships as well for a month, etc., and things like that. So it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a nice way to create another little sort of community on the side. Okay, so if this candle just goes up and breaks the highs, guess what I'm gonna do? As soon as this candle breaks the high here, what do you think I'm gonna do? I, no, I'm gonna move my stop loss underneath the low of that candle. The Prince, good afternoon. Lurching loves a good old buy. Let's let's buy. Okay, so we're going to create a bottom wick now. Now the question is, will it then reverse and break the highs? If it does, we move our stop underneath the low. What's the plan for today? Make as much money with this trade as possible. I mean, I'm done for the day now. This is it. This is my only trade of the session. Okay, so could this be the bottom wick formed? And there we go. All right, let's bring stops up. So locking in some more profit. We're locking in another $682 there. So what concept do I use to trade? Moss, a very, very simple one, mate. A very, very simple one. Just price action. I'm just looking for clear structure, um, buy with or sell with momentum, and looking for clean areas to trade into. It's a very, very simplistic approach. Um, whether you're just hold till tomorrow. Yeah, no, I'm not holding overnight. 1.2% from completing stage two of the 5%ers evaluation, then on to actual account. Nice one, Dan. Good work, pal. Gold will always go up. Okay. If gold will always go up, are you going to hold a spread bet or a CFD trade long the whole time? Your charges will just eat away at any profits. So remember, everything that goes up does have periods of decline. So don't just get sucked into the mentality that gold will always go up. Okay, just beware that there will be periods where it trends down because it is the reason. Or when is war gold goes up? Uh, okay, yes and no. So initially it will go up, but then you have to think about what happens with margin calls. So gold operates as a safe haven, like the US dollar, like the Japanese yen. So in times of uncertainty, it is seen as an area to store wealth. So in uncertainty, in times of war, you would expect that gold should go up. But there we go, that's it. But the one condition where this changes is when people are massively over leveraged and they're riding huge positions, they get margin called. So what do they have to do? They have to sell physical assets to cover their margin calls or it wipes out their portfolio. Um, pace is boring. What's pace? Pace or peace? Good morning, fellow trader. I wish you a green trading session. May you have an awesome profit. Lightning FX. You are probably one of the, let's say, most genuine or kindest FX people that come in. They usually come in and start bad mouthing and trying to tramp on what we do here. But that's nice. I'd like to see people who wish people well. Um, so yeah, we're gonna make no, not selling. We just bought. Here, I'll show you. So that's what we did. We bought here. You see, bought here, scaled out, closed it off. So let's just update the stats. So we go to 27 wins, 2 losses, and 7 break-evens. Let's see if we can do it on YouTube. Anyway, I can change that very quickly. 27, 2 and 6. Oh, hold on. I missed changing a break-even on YouTube yesterday. Okay. 27, 2 and 7. Done. Okay. Right. Uh, NASDAQ potential. But you're going to have to wait for the hourly candle to close, and I'm not going to be around for that. I will be in 15 minutes. Lol, bro. World is made to respect and love each other. Uh, I agree, but unfortunately, most people are just jealous, envious, and haters. Goody, good afternoon. Dylan, Tien, good afternoon. How are we doing, guys? Right, I'm just going to change to trading view when TikTok allows me. Pleasure, bro. Welcome to the stream. If this is your first time, we're not going to be placing another trade now, or I'm not. But I will analyze the charts, how I do it. What's your trade style, intraday or scalps? I'm just an intraday trader, looking for 1 or 2 trades per session. As soon as I can change here we go. As soon as I can change the screen, I'll just map out what I'd be looking for. So look, here we go. So they were the rules for the breakout. Let me just move that a second. So this is what we were looking for. Breakouts above here, close above. Now it's done that really easily. Oh God. One second. Right. Okay, so the breakout's happened. So after the breakout has happened, we then need to wait for the next setup. So the way that I run my systems, they kind of like flow from one into the other. Name Mark. So each one runs and flows from one entry into the next. So after the breakout, the next system that I'd be looking for would be what we call the BPC. So it just means the market is broken out, then we're looking for a pullback, and then we're looking for a continuation. So from a BPC point of view, this is the setup. So if I just bring this in here, so the breakouts occurred, we've taken this trade in here, so and we've run up and it's come up and we've just been stopped out with trade management. That I don't mind. Now what I'm waiting for is for sellers to come back into the market. Now I've highlighted it as red candles, but obviously I use black. So I'm looking for some what we call down range candles. A down range just means it has a lower high and a lower low than the previous candle. Once we see this, I don't need it to come all the way back to the old resistance. The only thing I don't want it to do, so it doesn't need to come back here. This level can go now. The only thing it can't do for me is now close below there. If we close below there, then in theory we've got a change in structure, so I won't want to be looking at continuing to trade long. What I'd wait for is seller candles to come down, and as soon as buyer candles come back, that's my cue for a BPC, and then we'll trade it back up to where the resistance was formed. How many wins and losses do you get in a week average? Well, that's the number of trades on the US session since the 1st of August. So what's there? 29.36 in 2 months. So I would love to say that the London session was statistics were as good as that. Then they're not. They're down on that a little bit. But it gives you an idea. Well, I see market will touch 77.7 and then crash to 57. Correct me if I'm wrong. What, 38.77? I mean, look, I can't say. All I look at is what's happening right now. So I wouldn't correct anyone's analysis on where they view gold heading to on a longer term and then crashing. But what I look for is just a continuation of what we're seeing. So if the market does crash and we don't get buyers come back in, then I won't get my BPC set up. If yeah, um, guys, 1 second. I just need to make a quick call. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry, YouTube, bear with me a second. Hi guys, how are your trading going? Hope you make a lot of profit with my strategies. Who the hell's that? Fatima Balili. No idea what you're talking about, love. Iceman, good afternoon. So, welcome. So, missed you this last little bit. We just had what about 70 pips out of gold. How was the golfing week and time away? You had a good time? So, looking at this right now, there's a couple of things we can do. One is for those that like to trade, let's say with um, um, with uh, with the trend, we can do what we call flip entries. A little bit more aggressive, only used to be used in trend, strong trend. So then outside of this, I'd be more inclined to be looking for the BPC style, which is a correction and then trade. Now, the lower the time frame you go, the more likely you're going to see more corrections, but also the more likely the lower the success is. What's this? Sell now, entry 38.74, take profit 38.54. Not for me, pal, but thank you very much. Forex signals. Yeah, no, I'm not selling now. Doesn't. So you've got a sell now entry at 38.74 and a take profit at 38.54. Um, but no, where's your stop? Above the highs? Glen Eagles, excellent. And now in Ben Medina. Ah, lovely, lovely. Well, the doors are open and ready and waiting for you, Chris. How was the golf? Did you play well? Dan margin call is his. Yeah. DAX. Uh, and we are coming into a lovely area where we could be looking for a rejection here. Now, wait for a change in structure on the lower time frame. That looks like we've seen it. We've broken out. So let's have a look at the 30. Oh, do you know what? I would have loved this to have rallied a bit more. You were dreadful, but the whiskey was great. Is that all? That's all that matters, right? Mark, do you only trade gold or do you also look at other pairs and indices as well? So I just trade the DAX, the NASDAQ, and gold. I don't trade anything else, just those three markets. So nice and simple. Um, don't stress myself out looking all over the charts. I have to just remap my levels twice a day. So once at sort of 5:30 a.m. and then I'll do it again just before the US Open. Um, so guys, how many of you are using prop accounts or funded accounts? How many are using prop accounts? Been trading since 2009. Before I had a grey beard, I was a nice dark beard before I started trading. Uh, Lightning, I just trade gold. I traded NAS for a bit, but was clapped. Okay. Um, yeah, I like the indexes. Nasdaq and DAX, I trade them because I trade the DAX through the European session and the Nasdaq through the US. And in terms of points wise, they're very similar priced. So they've got a very similar way of moving. So I like it like that. Yeah, so here, just wait for one bullish candle to close, and then we have a potential setup. Um, yeah, so for those of you that are interested in working with Trade and Train or want to know a little bit more, I see indices are very politically driven. The whole market is right now, if you think about it, because everyone wants to get away from the dollar. And Trump's firing tariffs left, right, and center. So 73562371338. So if you do want to speak to me in person, you can get me on WhatsApp on a UK number there. I've just put it in the chat. Um, Doors are open at the minute for 73562371338. Doors are always open for new members. This is our shop window. Now remember, for new members, same rules apply as what I do in here. There's no slamming of fellow members. I don't like belittling of people. It's just pure motivation, um, supporting. Remember, we all started at the same place, okay? We all started not knowing a damn thing about trading. No one was born knowing how to trade, okay? So there's never a stupid question. Because remember, if people treated you like that when you first started, you wouldn't be where you are now, okay? So just remember, everyone starts at the beginning, and everyone's path and journey is completely different. Some people pick things up very quickly by seeing them. Other people need to do it. Other people need a little bit of everything. They need to see it, be told it, and then do it. You know, so and don't critique people if they make mistakes. Yeah, it's about how can we help people to stop making those mistakes? How can we help people to get more consistent? If you want to be more consistent and start making better returns from trading, hit the like button right now. Nice. Okay. And what is your biggest challenge in trading, guys? Let me know because there's a lot of new people in today that I've not seen. What's your biggest challenge in trading? Is it time? Is it money? Is it knowledge? Is it discipline? Yourself? What's the biggest challenge? Now, I'm going to drop a link in the chat, guys. On this link, you can click on it. Fear of missing out. Yeah. Um, this action. Okay. So look, I've just dropped my Stan store in there, so you can access free channels, free Telegram channels. You can access my YouTube channel. You can see monthly membership, best prop firm out there, loads of different things. Le Capital, thank you for the follow. Now just remember FOMO. What's the worst thing that happens if you miss a trade? What is the worst thing that happens if you miss a trade? One second. Um, okay. Sorry, guys. Nothing we can find. Another and better. Chasing it. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. I'm really, really sorry, but I'm gonna have to go in 2 minutes. So any questions, please ask them now. You lose exactly. You lose nothing. Now, what's the worst thing that can happen if you get into a trade without following the rules or without following the risk management? What's the worst thing that can happen? And there goes gold. Well, I hope. Yeah, exactly. Margin call. Margin call. Exactly, and it kills everything. Exactly. Um, See, yeah, guys, I'm gonna have to dash now. I'll see you on Monday. Okay. All right, guys. I'll see you all Monday. I've got to dash now. Have a great time. Have a great weekend. I'll see you Monday. All the best. Bye. 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 Bye.